have something I came across over on the Shade Room. And I wanted to run it by y'all just to get y'all thoughts and see who y'all think would actually make a good couple. I saw this on the
Hmm.
Shade Room and I thought it was interesting how they tried to pair these individuals together. And we have Devon Franklin and Miss Tia Mowry, Chloe Bailey and Jack Harlow, and Nas and Lala Anthony. Now, for
Hmm.
me, I would not mind seeing Chloe link up with Jack Harlow. I think that would be cute.
That's who I was leaning towards.
Mhm.
But y'all know I'm not good for like no type of movies. I know we be talking about black movies, but literally no movies. I watched Home Alone for the first time last week, and the people were saying that Jack Harlow looked like the thief, the burglar. And so, like,
No, they
just because I'm
didn't.
thinking about
The
Home
movie
Alone,
screaming and shit. Yeah.
he looked just like him. So if I wouldn't have seen that meme, I would have said Jack Harlow and Chloe. Um, the other ones I'm not really. I guess I'm gonna go Jack Harlow and Chloe, but that's just my little hesitance towards it.
Can I decline all three?
Yeah.
I decline all three because I don't trust nothing about the preacher. Okay. I don't trust nothing about that. I don't think that another actress needs to go and be with the preacher. I'm sorry. I just don't. I feel like Chloe can have a little smash and pass with him, but it's the earring. Like it's just giving problematic. Ain't nobody got time to be getting played by a white boy.
Ooh.
Um, because that's what it feel like. It feel like you would give him a shot because you thought he was a little cute, but that ain't normally your swag. You'll give him a little try, and then
Mm-hmm.
he'll try to play you like you tripping. I think the fuck.
Mm-hmm.
And then
Like, what's Tamar man there?
yes, Jr.
Ah.
Jr. Jeremy, whatever his name is. Yeah, him. He that. And over here, Nas and Lala. Girl, first of all, Lala, I hope her face is okay. Because sometimes I be feeling like, have you lost control of it? Because I know you keep fucking with it. And Nas, ever since Khalees told us about him and then he popped up with Nicki Minaj, I don't know what's going on over there. All I know is I don't trust nothing with Lala and Nas in conjunction. That's feeling like a power episode that I don't need.
It
Interesting.
do seem
Now
like a
I
power
am
episode.
hearing. I did hear somebody tell me that Nas and Carmelo be on the same shit, so that won't work.
Mm-hmm.
Anyway,
What
I
type
was
of
like,
shit they
oh,
be on?
Whole
cheating
shit.
ass whole shit. Yeah, there we go.
Okay, okay,
Yeah,
okay. I can see
that's
that.
what it's given. I was like, what? Nas be all on there? I guess so. Maybe that's why he didn't really have no girlfriend for real. I mean, outside of Khalees and Nikki, I mean, we don't really know who else he out here dealing with for real. So I
And
Mhm.
thought
Tia and Devon, that'd be a horrible combination because Tia is trying to live her best life. No, I
the
couldn't
church would
imagine.
like her. The church would like Tia.
Tia wouldn't like the church
Mm,
though.
Good night.
yes, that's my point. I don't think she would. Tia's not that girl.
Mm-mm. She
Mm.
pretend. She pretend like she, that good girl Susie homemaker. I'm cooking shit for y'all. I'm pregnant all the time. But that's just the shit that women think they supposed to do until they get tired of it. And then, we be finding out the real them. But I feel like Tia figuring out who the real her is. So we gonna see. But I definitely don't think the real her is supposed to be with Divine Franklin, child. Mm-mm.
Mm. Okay. Well, I was just thinking it would be interesting to see if anybody from that list that they put out actually ends up hooking up at a later time in 2024, and then they're gonna be trying to run it back, flashback. We said that, so that would be interesting to see. I ain't mind Tia and Devon, but I mean, I guess not. I
That
mean,
don't
I
sit
think
right in
Nisi
my
made a good
spirit.
point. She's too free.
Mm-mm.
He
And it's something
might
about Divine that
use
just
the church to might possibly manipulate or something. Then she'll
and I'm
be
gonna tell
back
you,
in the cycle.
it's not even that. I
Hmm.
really do feel like now that I can see it clearly, I'm looking at Divine like, Divine, why was you with Megan Good? Because something ain't right about Megan Good. So now I'm looking at him like,
Oh, really? What you think?
I don't know, but I just kind of feel like Megan Good might be one of them pretty crazy bitches. Like, I don't know if y'all know these. They skinny, they don't gain a lot of weight,
Mm.
they smoke cigarettes, they are beautiful, but they crazy as a Bessie bug.
She
Um,
still smokes cigarettes.
I think so. And the reason why I
Oh,
say crazy as a Bessie bug is because the way she was walking into court like she was Coretta Scott King, bitch, with Jonathan Majors.
With the thigh out.
Girl, with the heels. I was just
Yeah.
like,
Oh.
it's
She
giving
looked like she was
I'm,
ready to. She
I'm
would look like she was about to smoke.
I'm fucking beside him. Like,
Chest was out. Chest was
okay,
out. I was like, damn.
my man. Okay, down here to the courthouse together because I'm gonna hold him down. And I was just
Yes.
kind of like, that bitch crazy. And then I was looking at the way Devon was crying and shit. And I was like, Devon, you still ain't all the way right. Cause you know I don't trust nobody that paint their scalp. But essentially, like, I'm thinking like Tia ain't that type of crazy. So yeah, no.
I'm so glad that you called that out on the video with Meg because Megan, I watched the video 3 times just because of her. Like she walked in like she had an attitude. I was like, damn. And then I was also thinking about her choice of like her dress was fine. She looked good, but she gave y'all just a little bit of thigh. Like she came there for y'all to see what the fuck they was stepping like.
Standing on business. Do you hear me? That walk was giving, you know, I stand on business. You know, I stand on business.
Yeah. And then I was thinking, okay, girl, it better turn out the way you walking in that courtroom. Cause if not,
I know he give he'll yank your ass up and you might like it. That's what it's giving. It's giving Jonathan Majors may not be an I'll punch you bitch. You know what I'm saying? He may not be one of them, but it's giving out, you know, out your arm or something like that. You know what I'm saying? Like this is just slinging your little skinny ass around and you love it because you're like, oh, a strong man, I'm gonna fall into him. Yeah.
I immediately thought about how like a month ago, remember they was trying to say they were gonna charge the white girl with
They weren't
assault.
Yeah.
And then they ended up saying that they wasn't. I was thinking, who put that out there? Who
His
from
lawyer.
his camp?
Well, I believe she got charged. They just said they weren't arresting her. So she was charged,
So
but
she
they just
was charged.
she was charged. Yeah, NYPD charged her, but they was like, whoever, I guess the DA was like, but we're not gonna arrest her. Like it's not, you could do whatever you want to do. It's not going anywhere.
Because they didn't
they're
really
still
do that. I think that his lawyer and the way they really weren't going to do that until he went into the police station in June and said that she hit him too and she scratched him up too. And I'm like, now why the fuck you ain't say that in March? Why you ain't have all of this evidence on your person of her scratching you and fighting you like you said she did in June? Why you didn't say that shit in March? So
this was March. We've been waiting on this since March.
Since March, I think so. I think it's been March or February. Yeah, I think March. Yeah.
So I was just like, that don't sit right with me. And then like just the whole situation, like we know when that text message was put out, it seemed like that girl did not want to press charges. And the police might have coerced her into the situation because of how things played out. But essentially, when I was just the lawyer, his lawyer gives me weird ass pick me vibes. I don't know why. But his lawyer was the one that keeps putting stories out as if the police are saying this and they're not. She's the one that said the police are going to arrest her because she assaulted Jonathan Majors. And she was the one that was kind of putting that shit all in the blogs and shit. The police had never really put anything out. The district attorney had never really put anything out, but they did once. His lawyer kept putting shit out.
Putting stuff out. She was trying to apply pressure by using the public to get them to sway their decision. Interest. I was going to say something about that. I was going to say something. I don't know. I was going to say something about this Jonathan thing. I can't even remember. Oh, I'm interested in seeing what the taxi driver, because remember they were trying to say that the taxi driver was a witness and is willing to testify on behalf of Jonathan. That's what I'm trying to see. And then they also said that they had footage from inside the taxi of what really happened. So that's what I'm trying to see. But I feel like the story is so
convoluted.
Yes, because one, we're hearing a story about him calling the cops and she's going crazy at the home because she was too drunk. But then we're hearing the story about the incident in the taxi
because it was a day apart.
She's saying that her arm was injured and I'm like, I don't know if her arm was injured or not, but they dropped a video of her being in the bar where
Mhm.
she's drinking and she's fine. And then there was another video where they had
On the
just had
corner.
the argument and she went, to the corner and started talking to those people. So I'm just like, girl, I'm trying to find out what the hell going on. For me personally, I don't think neither one of them are innocent in this
Mm-hmm.
situation, but I'm interested in finding out what the additional details are that we don't really know.
Because
What the
there
you
was
know?
something that the judge decided not to allow to be talked about publicly. It's sealed. I read that today. That
Oh.
is something that kind of makes him look bad that
Mhm.
they've sealed. And I was kind of like, now I wonder what that part is. What are y'all sealing that's a part of this that would make him look bad in the public eye? Um, but I don't know. But what I do know is I feel like
Oh.
neither one of them called the police initially. Whatever was going on between the two of them in that taxi, somebody
Mhm.
else called the police because of what was going on in that taxi.
Mhm.
And then that situation diffuses. She go out to a club with strangers because she's a weird white girl, and he goes to a hotel, I guess, to meet up with Megan Good, girl. Who knows? But either way, when he goes back to his apartment the next morning, she didn't, passed out, took pills, I guess, tried to kill herself or some crazy shit. And he had to get the super to break the door down. The police were called because of it, because she was, I guess, passed out. So he called the ambulance and all that. That's why she was in a text message saying that I told them that I didn't want to press charges and you were just looking out for me because of what had happened between us. Like, that's what she was saying, because he called the police because she was passed out in his place. We
Mm.
didn't understand that back then because all we knew about was the taxi shit, and then we found out about the house shit, and what we were confused.
Right. The
Timeline.
timeline is yes,
Yeah,
it's off. It's off.
it's off. But to me, it just kind of feel like he probably one of those dudes that is kind of like controlling,
Mhm.
slightly abusive, maybe not punching nobody in the face, but he'll yoke you up, he'll grab
Mhm.
your arm, he'll jack you real hard, he'll talk to you crazy, but he ain't gonna do enough to leave no mark on you. Like, that happens all the time. And I don't
Mhm.
think that, I don't think he like really fractured her finger based on what we've seen since then, but I think he did enough to like make her feel like, oh, my shit hurt. You know what I'm saying? I don't know what he did, but my shit hurt.
I
I
think
mean,
that this
it look like
comment from
a tall thing of bricks. So it's probably not much you could do that's gonna fuck around and injure your ass with this
you said
man.
Jonathan is.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah. I was just looking at that comment from Southern Bell Reviews. I think him texting Megan Good and cheating on the girl is sealed information. It'll and low key, I was just sitting here thinking to myself, I agree with this only because in what world would a judge protect a potential abuser who hasn't been deemed innocent yet?
That's a
Like,
good
why?
point.
Why would he do that to protect his jobs? I think what they did the play on was I want to protect Megan's job. So let's not speak on this, and that's why it's sealed. I don't think it's sealed on his behalf. It's probably sealed on Megan Good behalf because she's
That's
not
a
really
great point.
an involved party.
Absolutely. That is a great point. That's a good observation there. That
Maybe,
makes a yeah.
maybe we'll see. But it's another reason why it makes it even more like fucked up. Like
Mhm.
that you had this girl at your house and all of that, and Megan is who you texting and calling. She responding to you texting and calling, and now you don't give a fuck about her no more because now you didn't moved on to Megan. So you basically like, bitch, get get on away from me, bitch. I don't want you no more.
Oh,
And
girl,
she's
he's still in NIGGA. You thought you got some different girl.
he's
Still in
still, yeah.
he's still in it. That's
We'll
what
see
they
though. We'll see if it's about Megan. I mean, that might be why she's so gung ho to show up and stick
I
beside
think it
him.
is.
Mm-hmm.
I think it is because I just don't understand why he would do that on her behalf. Because whatever's alleged, he gonna have to fight in court. So I'm like, why are you? They didn't do that shit with
Mhm.
Johnny Depp. They
Unless
had shit on TV.
They did. And
Like they didn't do that with a white man.
I wonder who decided to have the case and not aired. Who
it would
decided to
also
not
potentially help not taint the jury.
hmm.
I mean, but with him cheating, really, I don't know. Cause I don't niggas cheat every day, B. Like this is I don't know. I don't know. I honestly was like, maybe it was like, a dildo in the ass. Who knows? Like some shit that's really
Mhm.
embarrassing. I can't let niggas know.
Maybe. I mean, that's not necessary for us to know. So maybe.
I was just thinking like maybe it was in the text messages or something, like it's in Discovery somewhere. You know, I don't
Right.
know.
That
But
was my second thought, Bounty. The
yeah,
first one was maybe the second one was like,
might be some suspect shit that he doesn't want anybody to know about. Yeah, we'll see. But I know one thing: when he have all them fucking muscles, the nigga looked a little bit more closer to what I think his personality is like. When he get the muscles and all of that, now he look like he ain't, you know, a incel. But before the muscles, he look like a black incel. You know, big
Mm.
head, small shoulders, skinny neck,
Mm.
angry behind the eyes.
mm.
My opinion.
Poor Jonathan, child. We shall see. Hopefully this trial won't last too long. I'm gonna tell you this though, Jonathan. Good luck, because baby, the last time we had a trial like this, that person locked up for 10 years around. His trial was around this time last year. Okay.
Ooh.
So hey Tori, how are
Tori.
you?
Oh yeah, he shot somebody though.
So hopefully it works out in your, we'll see. We'll see what happens, honey. Good luck.
The odds forever be in your favor.
I am
Forever.
Megan favor too, because girl,
Not too
girl,
late. Girl.
do you know I will have a Kiki? I will get a custom made clown mask if
She need,
like
she need one already to me. Cause I would,
oh,
why you can't just be his little girlfriend and not show up to court with
that's
him?
what I'm saying. Support him when he come
Yeah.
home. I know you had a long day. The world been against you all day. Let's cuddle and watch Netflix. Yeah, yeah, but I ain't
Yeah.
gonna be in the streets with you.
No, I'm not stepping out in my red bottoms down to the courthouse with you like this is an honorable, situation.
Not just stepping, but stomping.
Okay. Listen.
Damn, Meg. I'm nervous for you, girl. I'm nervous for you. Okay. Anything else on Jonathan? We threw that in there. We hope you guys
We did.
enjoy that. Anything else on them? We
Mm-mm.
good? Okay.